Tokyo nights, neon lights, lost in the city, another life. Drinking sake, feeling right. Got faded in Japan, what a sight.
What's up, faders? Welcome to yet another action-packed episode of Got Faded Japan, and I am your host, Johnny. And as you fine folks know, Got Faded Japan is about, I guess, one dude boos Japan in the news. I'm going to have to change that tagline. Or would that be a headline? Dun, dun, dun. Headline, tagline, whatever. I haven't worked in advertising in years. But anyway, yeah, I definitely got to work on that. Faders, before we get started, I just want to say Happy New Year. Happy 2025. And if you're watching us live, this right now is January 1st, 2025. I woke up about an hour ago. I am hung over. I'm hungover. I had 2 cups of coffee, beers, and I'm going to start drinking Nihonshu in a second just to get myself back in order because my goodness. If you had the incredible night, if you had an incredible, see, I can't even talk. I shouldn't even be doing the show. Doing it live, stupid. I'm so hungover. So if I misspeak or anything like that, please forgive me. Please forgive me. And I hope you're hungover too, because that means that you had a good night as well. First off, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to talk about New Year's in Japan, my New Year's experience, and a little bit about New Year's culture. And then I'm going to read the most insane news that happened here in Japan. Yes, as you fine folks know, Got Faded Japan, we read the news. And yes, it's a thing that we're going to do religiously for every episode. And I've got some crazy news for you this time. Oh, faders. Oh, God, Asahi Super Dry. This is a good hangover beer. Oh, my gosh. This is refreshing. This morning when I woke up, I was like, should I podcast? Should I do it? Should I not do it? I don't know. But yeah, holy smokes. Is there caffeine in this? Is that why there's like a Nike thing like this? There's like gives you energy. This is like the Red Bull of beers. I tell you what, it's exactly what the doctor ordered. This stuff is amazing. Okay, I digress. So, okay. Faders, before we start, I just want to say thank you. Thank you so much for 2024. You guys supported us. Some of you guys supported us on Patreon. And thank you. Thank you very much for all you guys that supported us on Patreon. That really helped us out. That meant a lot. Thank you. Thank you guys for watching and liking the show. Thank you so much for just supporting us. Thank you for recognizing me a couple of times. That was kind of fun. Yeah, so guys, thank you so much for everything. It really means a lot and stuff, and it really keeps the show going. So all your hard work makes all our hard work just completely worth it. So thank you so much. Hi, kampai. Cheers. And a cheers and a hi, kampai, a salute to all our fallen faders this year. And a salute, a hi kampai to all our new faders this year. Thank you. Oh my God, I'm going to kill this beer. I'm going to kill this beer before I do the show. Oh my gosh, I'm not going to start over. I'm doing it live, but I think if I kill this beer, the show is going to be so much better. God, Asahi Super Dry is so smooth. This is the new formula. I like the old formula better, but this one's okay. It's pretty good. It's growing on me. At first, when they changed the formula for Asahi Super Dry, at first I was pissed. I was like, what? I love Asahi Super Dry. They're my silver bullet. Oh, man. So I was kind of biased. I didn't like the new formula, but it's just like, half the time when you go out and you go to a bar or a barbecue or you're just hanging out at your friend's house, they got Asahi Super Dry, you know? And so it's the new formula is growing on me. And yeah, I got to say though, it's very crisp. It's smooth. It's easy to chug this. I mean, maybe that should be their tagline. Asahi Super Dry. If you're going to chug a beer, why not chug us? Chug us. I think I'm still drunk from last night. Oh my God, I drank so much. I got stupid drunk last night. Oh God. Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, all right, my story. Okay. In Japan, during New Year's. New Year's is kind of like Christmas in the States, right? In the States, Christmas, the whole family gets together, the whole family celebrates, and we talk about life and we just enjoy each other's company, right? And of course, there's a little drama, but in Japan, it's the same thing, right? But it's not in Christmas. Christmas is more for like lovers and couples and stuff. New Year's is the family celebration. So during New Year's, the whole family gets together, and the whole family on New Year's Eve, the whole family gets together and they sit around a big table and everybody watches TV and they drink and they talk about life. They talk about the past, they talk about the present, and they talk about taking over the universe in the future. And yeah, it's a great time. You get to see like the parents, the in-laws, I guess the your uncles and cousins and everybody and stuff. And it's great. And it's pretty interesting because if you're in Tokyo right now and you're like, where is everybody? Well, the thing is, a lot of people who live in Tokyo actually didn't grow up in Tokyo. They grew up in Osaka, Niigata, Okinawa, Hokkaido, Sapporo, whatever. And so during New Year's, everybody rushes to like the main train stations and takes the bullet train, aka Shinkansen, back home, right? And so if you go to Tokyo right now, you're like, oh my God, there's not that many Japanese people. Are they all inside? Yes, they are inside, but they're inside on the other side of the country. So yeah, it's pretty wild. I was in the day. Wait, was it New Year's Eve? The day before New Year's, I was in Shinjuku actually, and I met a friend for coffee. It was like our last coffee for the new year, right? For the end of the year. So anyway, I met my friend and we're at a Gusto Diner, like a family restaurant. We're there and I'm looking around and everybody's non-Japanese. Everybody's from a different country, right? And I was like, wow, that's kind of weird. It's noon. And even the people that were working there weren't even Japanese. I was like, this is pretty crazy. This kind of reminds me of New York. And then I went outside and I went to like my favorite cigar shop. And yeah, while I was walking in Shinjuku around the Kabukicho area, I was like, everybody's foreign. And I got on the train and I'm on the train. I'm like, God, I feel like I'm in Brooklyn again. This is crazy. Yeah, because everybody in Tokyo goes back home. And that's exactly what I did with my wife yesterday. Yesterday, we woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning. We went to Tokyo Station. Tokyo Station was a madhouse. It was 6 o'clock in the morning and it was packed. There's people running around and stuff. Everybody's getting their bentos. There's like a one bento shop that was open and it was a madhouse. People just running around and stuff. It was crazy. It reminded me of like Black Friday, everybody's all rushing around and stuff. It's crazy. So anyway, we did that and we came to Niigata. Then Niigata is actually just north of Tokyo. It's on the other side of like the island, right? And it is absolutely fantastic. Uh-oh, the door opened up. Ghost? Is it a ghost? I don't know. Uh-oh, my door mysteriously just opened up. Maybe it's an earthquake. I don't think it's an earthquake. That's so weird. The door just opened up. I am in a house that's like, I think this is like, it's a very, very old traditional house. Oh my God, this is so weird. If there's a ghost, come on in. I'm friends with the family. I am family. All right, hold on a second. I gotta shut this door. That's kind of creepy. Oh, Johnny's getting old. Oh God, it's so weird. How did you open it? There we go. That's weird. There's even a latch. Whoa, ghost. I ain't afraid of no ghosts, that's for sure. So, okay, going back to my story, my wife and I, we went up to Niigata, and here we are at her parents' house, and it is absolutely fantastic. We're hanging out with the fam, and yeah, pretty much all day yesterday, we did what everybody in Japan does, and we sat around a table, we ate all day long, a huge, long meal with sashimi, sushi, and all sorts of seafood. Oh my gosh, meats. Oh gosh, tonkatsu. It was great. It was great. And I got to tell you, Niigata is an amazing place. I mean, all over Japan, it's amazing, but Niigata for me is like my favorite place. The air is so fresh here. It's so fresh. And even though it's freezing cold, I'm loving it. I'm just loving it. And the nature is so beautiful in Niigata. I'm in a small little village, right? It's like super small. It's in the middle of nowhere, and I love it. It's so great. If I looked out the window, I would see like a whole ocean of rice fields, and then in the background, big, huge mountains covered with snow. It's magical up here. It really is. So if you come to Japan, or if you're in Japan, you got to go to Niigata. Niigata doesn't get as much love as it should. And yeah, so we're here. And all day we were eating. And I want to tell you about something that's pretty interesting about Japan that most people don't know about. And it's these little guys. You see these? These are called MIKANS, aka Japanese tangerines. They are absolutely fantastic. And the cool thing about MIKANS is they symbolize Japanese New Year. And most people don't know that. And most people in Japan don't even think about it because it's so common. Now, in Japan, right now, on this very day, all over the country, every single family has a table, a dinner table, breakfast table, lunch table, any kind of a table, coffee table. They have a table. And on that table, there's tons of food. And depending on the region, the food is a little bit different, right? If you're in like maybe like the Fukuoka area, people are eating a lot of ramen or something. If you're in Sapporo, maybe they're eating kuni, like crab. In Niigata, it's a lot of sushi and sashimi up here. It's so fresh. But one thing that every Japanese family has in common is a basket very similar to this with mikan. Whoa! And they're trying to escape. So, in my opinion, I think the Japanese food that should be recognized, for New Year's at least, is the mikan. Everybody that comes to Japan, they think Japanese food is sushi and ramen. That's it. Well, that's not true. The Japanese food that is iconic, in my opinion, is the mikan, this right here. And it's because everybody sits around the table during New Year's, everybody eats a mikan, and they slowly peel the mikan, actually, before they eat it, of course, and they peel it, and a lot of people peel it with one peel, right? So they don't break the pieces apart or anything like that. They just peel it in one go, which I'm going to attempt to do right now, which I just did. Holy smokes. Look at this. Boom. I did it. Yeah. So anyway, everybody talks about like the past, the present, the future of the year, and everybody's enjoying each other's company, and everybody's eating mikans all over the country, every single person. And yeah, so I think mikans should be recognized as a part of the Japanese cuisine. That's what I'm saying, hands down. Boom. Oh my gosh, the mikan. I love the mikan. It's so delicious too. Vitamins, minerals. It's amazing. Oh God. Japanese tangerines, aka mikans, are my favorite. Another thing that I love, Niigata, is Nihonshu, aka Japanese sake. Now, Japanese sake is absolutely amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And the Nihonshu, aka sake from Niigata, is spectacular. It's spectacular. And this stuff right here, I'm not sure if it's new, but my wife's father told me, he's like, hey, Johnny, listen, you got to try this stuff. This stuff is absolutely amazing. This is a Niigata sake, and it is very popular right now. Everybody's loving it. If you don't try it and you go back to Tokyo, I mean, you just blew it. You blew it. So I'm like, okay, cool. And right now I'm going to enjoy the rest of this bottle. It is, oh, so good. And the name of this one right here in particular is called Kirinzan. Kirinzan. I'm going to put this up to the camera for you guys who are watching us on YouTube. Kirinzan. Look at that. Look at that label. It's not really traditional. It's kind of a modern label, and I dig it. And actually, I drink quite a bit of Nihonshu, aka sake, here in Japan. And the one thing that I've noticed of recent is that the labels are becoming more modernized, right? If you look right here, it's kind of cool. It shows like the mountains of Niigata and snow. It's kind of seasonal. It's kind of a seasonal little label or whatever. But when I first came to Japan, the labels were just like, like just like a little sticker with like a big kanji on it. And the kanji would just say the name, It would say like, I don't know, Kamiyama, or it would say Suzuki or something or whatever, Dasai. But as of recently, they've kind of followed suit to like the new like beer IPA cans, right? So if you go to like any shop in Japan that has like an IPA can or whatever, there's like a picture of like a mountain or a picture of like a samurai, a picture of like something, right? Al Uni has a picture of a demon, right? So if you look at the new sake companies, the new sake labels, they actually have cool pictures on them, which I think are making them more attractive and more modernized. So like younger people start to drink Nihonshu, right? And I also think it's actually kind of cool because it also attracts the attention of tourists. I think a lot of tourists that come here and stuff, they want to buy sake, but they don't know which one to buy. And most people do, they do judge a book by its cover, right? I mean, I'm guilty as charged. But the thing is, when they see like a cool label like this, like, oh, what is this? This is Nihonshu. This is sake. Okay, cool. I'll take one of these. Yeah, I think it definitely makes it more appealing for the customer. And so hats off to, I'm going to give this company a shout out one more time, Kirin Zan. And yeah, this is an absolute amazing Nihonshu. If you look at here, crystal clear, absolutely gorgeous. Okay, I'm going to give it a little smell. Oh man, this smells amazing. Oh God, this tastes the way you want sake to taste. Okay, and I'm gonna call it sake. I mean, it's called Nihonshu, but I'm gonna call it sake just so it's easy for everybody. So there's chocolate notes. It's sweet but dry. It's smooth. It's clear. I'm using all these generic terms that everybody uses when they describe alcohol, but it's good. It's absolutely fantastic. This is 10 out of 10 right here. I'm super hungover, by the way. Oh my gosh, I should not be doing the show. Oh my gosh. Well, actually, you know what? I should. It's Got Faded Japan. It's about friends getting together and drinking and talking shit. So yeah, Got Faded Japan. Yeah. So yeah, I should be doing this show when I'm this hungover. Oh God. Mm. This is a beautiful sake. And it's quite affordable too. I think it was like 1,200 yen, a sen nihaku yen, which is about I think it's about like $4 American. $4 for a bottle of this shit. I can't believe it. Oh God. Wait, isn't the dollar stronger now? Maybe it's even $3. It's free. It's basically free. You go to the store and you're like, ah, take my money. But it's fantastic. Oh man. So another thing that we do in Japan is on New Year's Day or New Year's Eve, the family gets together and they go to the shrine, right? The local shrine. They call it a jinja. And we go there and we take like all the old New Year's decorations from last year and we put it in a bonfire and it lights up and it's glorious. And then we go to the jinja and we throw money into like a little box and we ring a bell and we pray, right? And we pray for whatever you want. It's kind of like your time for to say your New Year's resolution. You know, like a lot of students, they pray for good grades. A lot of people pray to have like a baby or to buy a new house or to be more successful or something. It's a time for a New Year's resolution. Or a lot of people pray for like good luck or something. And it's really cool. And my family and I, we did that here in this small little village. And the shrine here, it's so old. It's so old. Like, I mean, if there's like a scary movie that was filmed in this village, that would probably be the center of the scary movie because it looks so old and creepy, but I love it. It's so traditional. So just so awesome. It's so incredible. Like modern shrines are great. I love the newer shrines. I mean, Meiji Jingu, fantastic, beautiful place. But I like the older ones, right? The older ones have all these back rooms and stuff too. And anyway, when we went to the shrine last night, I mean, we were so drunk at that point. It was like 11:30 at night. And I can't even believe, I mean, we were so drunk that we went there and I wasn't even cold. It's freezing here in Niigata. It's like 0 degrees. It's crazy. My hands are numb. I can't even feel this glass. It's crazy. So we go to the shrine and we go there and we put the stuff in the old stuff in the fire. The fire goes off or whatever. We go to the main shrine and we pray. And my wife's father recognized one of the I guess the superiors that was there. I guess they used to work together. So they're talking and hanging out a little bit and stuff. And then the superior guy comes up to me and is like, "Hey, do you want to see the back room?" And I'm like, "Is it a secret room?" He's like, yeah, it's a secret room. Like, you want to see the secret room? I'm like, yes, of course. So he takes me back to the secret room that has all these like old decorations that are like hundreds of years old. Like, I mean, they have like bows and arrows and like all sorts of like I think they're like, maybe, I'm not sure if they're decorations or weapons. I mean, I was so wasted last night. But yeah, they had all these statues and all this like just maybe gold plated, like kind of like drums and stuff. It was like absolutely magnificent. It was super cool. And yeah, that's another thing about old shrines. Old shrines always have a lot of history, which is really cool. And Yeah, it was really fantastic, and I was really respectful. I thanked the guy for showing me that stuff, and I really thanked him for like doing his part for the community, and like yeah, it was New Year's Eve. He should be with his family, but he's there. And he's supporting the village and stuff, and so I thought that was super cool for him to do that. So that was awesome. That was awesome. And every couple of years, I take a photo of this painting that's in the shrine, which is really cool. Let me explain this, even though I don't know much about it. But in this little shrine in the middle of nowhere in Niigata, they have this huge painting on a wooden board, right? And this painting is of a samurai that has a big katana, like a big Japanese like samurai sword, and he's stabbing a snake in the head, right? And this snake is super long. It's like maybe like 30 feet long, and it's all wrapped around the whole like painting and stuff. And then behind them is like this huge, massive waterfall. And I'm like, this is absolutely amazing. And every time I go there, I always ask somebody, I'm like, what does that mean? And nobody knows. Nobody knows the meaning. And I'm like, how old is it? And I've heard it's 100 years old to 200 years old, about that. So it's older than 100, maybe 150, who knows? But I asked like my wife's family, I'm like, do you guys have big snakes here? They're like, no, we don't. We don't have big snakes here. We got little snakes, garden snakes, I guess. I'm like, okay, what about a waterfall? Is there a big waterfall here? And they're like, no, we haven't had a waterfall here in a long time. And I'm like, huh, that's so weird. What is the meaning of this most awesome painting? I have no idea. I have no idea. But I'm gonna post this on the Instagram. So go to the Instagram and check it out and stuff. You can check it out, and it's pretty cool. Mm. My God, my mind's all over the place. Oh, oh, when you're hungover as I am, oh, it's so hard to focus. Oh, gosh, last night we were drinking beers. We were drinking Japanese sake, and we're drinking this stuff right here, Nihonshu, aka sake. And oh my God, we had such a party. It was so much fun. I love New Year's. Hanging out with the in-laws, it's great. Back in the day when I was younger, I used to go nightclubbing. I go to like maybe what, two, three, four nightclubs in one night, I mean, I was a DJ. I had to, right? And yeah, it was absolutely fantastic. I really, really love those times. So when I just go to a nightclub and stuff, and I would spin and hang out and just drink and enjoy the whole like night, breaking in the new year. But at where I am right now in my life, hanging out with the in-laws and just like bullshitting about last year and all the dumb shit that I did. And telling all sorts of crazy stories and talking about what we're doing in the future and stuff. That's great. It's really cool. It's great hanging out with the family and stuff, I'm a changed man. My drinking habits are exactly the same though. Oh my God, we drank so much. I mean, shit. Before we went to the shrine, I did a shot of whiskey. Oh my God. Mm. And if you're wondering though, the whiskey that we're drinking was Black Nika. And right now, Black Nika is the go-to whiskey. The really nice, expensive whiskeys are fantastic. I mean, who doesn't love like a really good Yamazaki or maybe Ichiro's malt? I mean, we all love that stuff. But I mean, if you're gonna have a night where you're just drinking whiskey with your friends or your family and stuff, you want to get something that's more affordable. That it doesn't matter if you spilled the whole glass on the floor or something. So it's just like, yeah, we're drinking Black Nika, and I gotta say, the cheap Black Nika, even though it's cheap, it's absolutely fantastic. It's a really, really good whiskey. It's kind of like an all-around go-to whiskey. You can drink it straight on the rocks. You can mix it with stuff. It's great. Absolutely love Black Nika. Highly recommend it. Oh my God. All right. So faders, that is my recommendations for New Year's. I recommend that you get your Mikan on, and if you can, open it with one go. See that? Look at that. This one peel. Isn't that fucking awesome? That's so dope. And I also recommend that you guys get your Nihonshu on, because Nihonshu is, oh, it's so good. Good Nihonshu is good. Do not buy cheap Nihonshu. All right. If it is 500 yen, it's way too cheap, which means it's not good. Spend some money and get some good Nihonshu. All right. I mean, if you're using American dollars, it is about $2. So, but I mean, in Japanese yen, I spend like at least like 1,000, 1,500, which is still pretty cheap. Nihonshu is pretty affordable. But this one right here, once again, I'm going to put it up to the camera for you guys watching us on YouTube. By the way, for all you podcast lovers, we are on YouTube. And this right here is Kirin Zan. Kirin Zan. It is absolutely fantastic. Get your hands on this. It is good. So those are the two things that I can introduce you guys to, I guess, New Year's in Japan. I told you about my New Year's. And so, come on, brain. Start working. Oh, gosh. What else is there? There was something else I wanted to say. Something else. Family, New Year's, this and that. Oh, yeah, New Year's resolutions, I guess. Yeah, I hope you guys all have great New Year's resolutions. I hope all you smokers are quitting smoking. Unless you're smoking cigars. Smoking cigars are amazing. Smoke cigars, please. Don't smoke cigarettes. Yeah. Come to Japan. Maybe that's a New Year's resolution. Please come here. Enjoy this country, this beautiful country. Please go to small villages. Actually, if you do come to Japan, if that's your New Year's resolution, yeah, spend some time in Tokyo. Enjoy it. You're gonna be hanging out with tons of tourists wherever you go. If you go to like the secret ramen restaurant, you're gonna be sitting with like maybe 50 tourists. Get your ass out to like other smaller parts of Japan and really explore, because this is where like the real Japan is. If you go to Niigata, Nikko, you go to Takamatsu, holy shit, Takamatsu. Now that is an amazing part of Kagawa. Oh my gosh. Famous for its Sanuki udon noodles. Oh my gosh. The best udon in the world is in Takamatsu. Go there, enjoy it. I think they actually do have waterfalls there. Yeah. So that's really cool. All right. Oh my God, this is such great Nihonshu. Oh my God, I could drink this all day. Oh my God. If all you guys supported me on Patreon, I would just podcast all day and just drink Nihonshu. I would be a glorious alcoholic with delicious hangovers. My God. Oh my God, my hangover. I feel cloudy minded, but I think the pain in my head is going away. I had a sharp pain in my head this morning. Woo! Here we go. Okay, so as promised, faders, we are going to read the news. So I've got a couple of stories lined up. I breezed through them this morning right before the show. Let's see. I'm sure they're pretty decent. Oh, gosh. Okay, so I'm going to pull this up. Here we go, faders.
Whoa! Look at all this. Hey, what's up? I'm Johnny, aka the SPILT Ink, the one and only, and today I'm going to make a popsicle painting. I'm really excited to do this. I've got all my paints here. It takes about this much paint to make a popsicle painting, and I've got my two other most important ingredients. Very strong hot coffee. Oh, actually, that's not that hot, but still, it's strong coffee. And I've got punk rock music. With these two things, nothing could go wrong. All right, with that said, let's rock.
You are liked.
You are liked, wanted.
You are liked, wanted, and loved. You are liked, wanted, and loved.
If you want to get off the beaten path at Tokyo and have an unforgettable experience in Japan, well then, Gamuso welcomes you. Have a drink, enjoy a conversation, and make new friends with the locals at Gamuso. Gamuso provides fun and entertainment of all kinds, from live bands, stand-up comedy performances, to art exhibitions. There's always something exciting happening at Gamuso. Gamuso is located in the heart of Tokyo and just a comfortable 3-minute walk from Asagaya. So come on down to Gamuso. We look forward to meeting you.
As we do on Got Faded Japan, we read the news. So without further ado, here we go. First story. Man arrested for trespassing. Wait. Man arrested for trespassing, suspected of attempted to kill ex-girlfriend earlier. Whoa. Man arrested for trespassing, suspected of attempted to kill ex-girlfriend earlier. Ooh, this sounds juicy. Okay. All right, here we go. Police in Gunma Prefecture have arrested a 50-year-old unemployed man on suspicion of trespassing on a residential property on Monday. He is also being questioned about allegedly attempting to kill his ex-girlfriend about 3.5 hours earlier. Man, this guy's a multiple criminal. Attempted murder and trespassing. Dun, dun, dun. I wonder how much time he gets for trespassing. Police said Yoshitomo Kurihara was arrested just after 2 a.m. after being found in the garage of a home. Okay, so basically he's in the garage of a home, not his home. Got it. Late Sunday night, a woman who works in a bar called police and said that her ex-boyfriend had threat, T-H-R-E, TBE8. I gotta take a photo of this. This is fun. You know, sometimes I get messages from you guys saying that, you really misread that article. Yeah, you know what? I did, because it's written so bad. Okay, here we go. One more time. Late Sunday night, a woman who works in a bar called police and said that her ex-boyfriend had threatened her with a stick. I think it should be threatened her with a stick, but okay. She told police the man's name was Kurihara. Okay, the woman was not seriously injured, thank God. Police believe that Kurihara fled after assaulting the woman at the bar and entered the garage of a house about 3 kilometers from the bar to hide. Oh yes, faders. That's exactly where you want to go. Yes, the old mysterious garage. Yes, when you're on the run, go to a garage. The police never look in a garage. Oh my God, what an idiot. An idiot after an idiot. I tell you what, if your girlfriend breaks up with you, if your wife leaves you, if you leave your wife or you leave your girlfriend, whatever, if there's a breakup, just let bygones be bygones. There's plenty of fish in the sea. Don't go back. Don't threaten them. Don't have anything to do with them at all unless you got kids. If you got kids, you got to man up and you got to pay that alimony and all that other shit. But the thing is, yeah, once you break up, just move forward, man. Move forward. Open a new page. Start a new book. Just move forward. Don't go back and never, ever threaten them. And even if they did you dirty, trust me, man. Before I got married, I used to date and stuff, and I met tons of girls who did me dirty. Tons of girls. I could have a whole podcast that's called Did Me Dirty. That's actually a great idea. Did Me Dirty, the podcast, all about breakups that suck. All breakups suck. But yeah, absolutely. There's tons of stories. But the thing is, if you're done dirty, just move forward, man. That's what izakayas and bars are for. Not this bar, but you go, you meet your friends, you hang out, and you talk shit about, the one that fucked you over. You're like, oh my God, you know what she did? She did this, this, and this. Dude, I had an ex-girlfriend that fucked all my friends. It was horrible. Absolutely horrible. You know what I did? I moved on. I moved forward. I did not threaten anybody with a stick. Don't do that. That's stupid. And don't hide in a garage. That's the first place they look. What an idiot. This guy's stupid upon stupid upon stupid. But you know what's not stupid is this next story. So let's move forward. Okay. Let's see here. Oh my God, this Nihon shoe is awesome. Here we go. Man who stole 2 packs of ground beef tracked by police for about 1,000 kilometers across Japan. Do I need to read more? Is that enough? This guy stole meat hamburger. He stole hamburger, and the police tracked him for 1,000 kilometers across Japan. 1,000 kilometers is like a billion miles. Oh my God. Okay, so here we go. On September 17th, a 41-year-old man was attempting to steal 2 packs of ground beef worth 184 yen. That's like 2 cents in American dollars. 2 cents. I'm not even joking. You do the math. From a supermarket in Sapporo, a 56-year-old security guard had caught him in the act. Dude, good for you, man. 56 years old. That's awesome. If you're a security guard that's 56 years old and you can still kick ass, dude, that is awesome. I love that. Hey, salute to you. Salute to you, 56-year-old security guard. Okay. Okay, so once again, a 56-year-old security guard had caught him in the act, but as he tried to stop the man, he was shoved in the chest and failed to apprehend the suspect. Ah, poor guy. The shoplifter, the dirty shoplifter, fled the scene on foot, but police were able to track his movements using an extensive network of surveillance cameras on the street and train stations. See, I'm going to be honest. Let's take a break. Faders, you cannot commit crimes anymore. You cannot commit crimes. If you blow through a stop sign or a red light and you think you're getting away with it, 2 months later you get a ticket for a gomayen or something, maybe even more. If you're stealing candy at a store, yeah, you're going to get busted. They're going to find you. There's cameras everywhere. And the crazy thing is, even if you can't see the camera, they still have cameras. If you go to a karaoke booth, they have the main camera that's there. Everyone's like, oh, look careful. There's a camera right there that's recording us. But they also have secret cameras there. There's little cameras all over the place, right? Everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. You can't commit crimes. All right. So let's move forward. It wasn't until December 23rd that they finally located him in Chita City, Aichi Prefecture. For those who are unfamiliar with the Japanese geography, that's roughly halfway across the whole entire country, more than 100,000 kilometers by modes of transportation. Yeah, that's basically like going from San Francisco to Los Angeles for all you Americans. And Canada, that's like going from Quebec to Toronto. In Germany, that's like going from Germany to Italy, I guess. I have no idea. Sorry to all our European listeners. I'm very bad with European. Actually, I'm pretty good with European geography, to be honest. But yeah. Upon the suspect's arrest, he denied charges and claimed that he had no money for the incident. Hopefully it will come to him eventually, because under the news online are completely baffled to why he would steal a pack of meat when he seemingly had the funds to travel so far. That's a good point. That's a great point. This guy had no money for ground beef, but he could travel across the country. Yo, my wife and I, we traveled from Tokyo to Niigata, and we paid a lot of money for these tickets. We paid a lot of money for these tickets because you have to reserve a ticket. If you don't reserve a ticket, you're like squished together like sardines for like 4 hours, no, 2.5 hours. But yeah, so this guy had a lot of money for him to travel from one part of the country to the other part of the country. I don't think but did he steal it? Maybe he did. Maybe he didn't. I don't know. Maybe it was some kind of a mistake or something. Maybe this is like one of those mistakes where maybe he walked through the door and he's like, oh shit, maybe I got to return these. And the security guard's like, hey, shoplifter. And he's like, no, I was just going to go return to the store and pay for these. I didn't realize, I've got all these groceries, I bought all these MIKANS, So maybe that's a situation. Who knows? All right. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. Here's another story. Okay. 80% of female inmates in Japan convicted on theft and drug charges. Jeez. Okay. All right. I'm not going to read more. That's pretty much the whole article. I'm not going to read like 6 paragraphs for that. So there you go. Oh, yeah. This is big news. Okay. Earlier this year, Tom and I covered this story. And yeah, so here's the aftermath. So yes, we do follow up on the stories when we can. I'm going to follow up on this Nihonshu. This sake is amazing. Here we go. Chinese man gets 8-month sentence and Yasukuni Shrine graffiti case. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, by the way, graffiti is on a rise in Tokyo. Even in my name, maybe I said this before. I must have said this before, but graffiti. There's a lot of people that do graffiti around the world that are coming to Japan and making their mark in Tokyo. And yeah, it's getting heinous. In my neighborhood, which is kind of like a nice neighborhood, I live in like the oldest, most rundown building in a nice area, which is kind of weird. It's kind of cool too. But anyway, when I walked to the station, this is months ago, but when I walked to the station, I noticed that somebody did they did throw ups, right? They did like basically like they wrote their name in graffiti, but it's like you have to decipher it. It's all like kind of like it looks like squiggly lines, you know? And I saw one, I was like, oh shit, you know, that's interesting. And then I saw it again and I saw it again, and basically all the way down the street from where my home is to the station, there's the same graffiti, right? And it was obviously done by a tourist because like I'm surrounded by Airbnbs and there's a couple of gaijin houses there. And those guys, oh, they always cause trouble. All the neighbors talk shit to me. You tell your friends no smoking in the park. I'm like, they're not my friends. I don't know these guys. They're just fucking foreign. But anyway, so there's what you call it, this graffiti tag that's like all up and down our street. And I saw it. And I saw it again, and I saw it on a sign, I saw it on a pole, I saw it here, there, on a house. It was on a house, you know. I'm just like, oh shit, you know. And then guess what? I don't know who did it, but I'm assuming it's an old man in the neighborhood, because old men in my neighborhood are the ones that basically get really pissed off. You know, they're the ones that talk shit, you know. And so I'm assuming it's an older man in the neighborhood took an equally thick black marker and scribbled over the tag, right? So there's a tag that you cannot read with a scribble that you cannot read on top of it. So if you look at it, it's just basically, it looks like two tags on top of each other, and they're all up and down the street. A lot of them are like buffed off and stuff now, but it's just like, it's pretty crazy. When I saw that, I thought it was the most hilarious thing. Because at first I was like, oh shit, dude, look at this. There's tags all up and down the street. Somebody really tagged the fuck out of this neighborhood. The old guys in this neighborhood are going to be pissed. And then about like a couple of days later, somebody tagged on top of the tags. And I was like, huh, is it better to just clean it? Is it? Maybe, I guess, I don't know. That's weird. That's weird. Yeah, it is easier. It's not easier to clean it, but it pisses off the tagger. But the thing is, the taggers that only, the tourists that only in my neighborhood for like a couple of days and then they leave. So I don't know. It's weird. But anyway, here we go. Once again, I super digress. It's because I'm hungover. Whatever. I don't apologize for anything, by the way. It's a free podcast. Unless you support us on Patreon. If you support us on Patreon, hey, I'm sorry. Here we go. Chinese man gets 8 months sentence in Yasukuni Shrine graffiti case. Here we go. This story takes place in Tokyo. A Tokyo court has sentenced a Chinese national living in Japan for 8 months in prison over his involvement in a May graffiti incident at the Yasukuni Shrine. Oh gosh, I'm gonna butcher this guy's name. Jiangzhua Huan, 29 years old, was on trial at the Tokyo District Court on charges of damaging property and disrespecting a place of worship. Okay, that is really bad. Never mess with a religion. Churches, shrines, temples, jinjas, whatever. Do not mess with that. Do not graffiti. Do not litter. Do not do anything. Don't chew gum. Don't wear a hat. You give ultimate respect to any place of worship. Okay, globally. According to the ruling, he and 2 other Chinese men vandalized a stone pillar at a controversial shrine by spray painting the word toilet on it in May 31st. Okay, out of all the graffiti names to have, toilet is probably the dumbest. This guy should go to prison just for having the graffiti name, the toilet. Yo, I'm toilet, man. Shit on my face. Yeah, fuck this guy. Okay. And let's see, did he write it toilet in Chinese or Japanese or just toilet in English? Oh God, I wish they gave pictures. I guess I can look it up. I guess whatever. I'm too hungover to do anything like this show. This is good stuff. I hope you're drinking with me. Hi, kampai to all the faders that are drinking with me now. Hi, kampai. Prosecutors sought a 1-year sentence, and handing down the ruling, Judge Yasuhi Fuke said Jiang had played a crucial role by purchasing the spray paint, and that it is unforgivable to turn in illegal actions to express. Oh, It's unforgivable to turn to illegal actions to express one's views. Oh, okay, so it's a political thing. He's not a graffiti artist. He was just writing some political bullshit. The court deemed imprisonment inappropriate, citing a lack of damage. It dismissed Jiang's claim that his actions were a protest against the release of treated radioactive water from the damaged Fukushima Daiichi nuclear power plant into the Pacific Ocean, which began in 2023. Oh, bullshit. Oh, come on, dude. What the fuck? So this guy, actually, this guy's got a great lawyer. This guy's lawyer is Better Call Saul. He's the Japanese version of Better Call Saul. Here you go. So basically, this graffiti artist who had a can of spray paint goes up there and he spray paints toilet on a shrine, right? And so after he did that, he's like, "Yeah, what's up? I'm Toilet. Everybody's gonna know my name." And then he gets caught, and he's like, "Oh shit, I did it for political actions." And the political actions is, I am very, very disappointed with Fukushima and how the nuclear radiation was You know what? Oh my god, that is fucking genius. He's got a good lawyer. Find out who this guy's lawyer is and hire him for anything you got, dude. Hire this lawyer for anything. Oh my gosh. All right. I can hear my in-laws getting a little bit noisy over there, which means they started to drink. I'm sure you could hear that too, which means, faders, I am going to have to say sayonara. It's the first day of the whole new year, and I wanted to just say hello to you guys. I wanted to say thank you to all you guys. I am going to do a haikanpai with you guys. Thank you so much for 2024. You guys were incredible. I hope you guys really enjoyed the show. In the future, I'm going to be doing a lot more solo shows. Tom is busy working in construction at night, and in the morning he's taking care of his son, so it's kind of hard for us to do the show. Yeah, but I'm going to be doing a lot more solo shows, and I'm also going to be doing interviews and so on. I'm not going to be reviewing fucking sushi restaurants or ramen restaurants and all that shit that all the other YouTubers are doing. I received a lot of not a lot. I received a couple of emails from you guys about the last podcast that I did where I talked about nightclubs, and yeah, they're like, it being a good idea for me to go in and get faded at a ramen restaurant. Well, I'll think about it, but I'm not going to do it. Maybe not. Probably not. I might. I don't know. You guys are kind of convincing. You guys are very well written emails. I see I can't even talk. I'm like, I sound like Charlie Brown's mom. Anyway, Vaders, thank you so much for this last year, and I hope that all of you guys have a wonderful 2025. I got a great feeling about 2025. I think it's going to be absolutely fantastic. If you're in Japan, do something exciting, do something new. If you're coming to Japan, do something that nobody's ever done before. Definitely go to, like, Niigata, Nikko, and all these cool places that are off the beaten path, and just enjoy yourselves. For me, this New Year's, I'm going to be doing the podcast. I'm going to be doing my art exhibitions. I'm going to be creating a lot of amazing artwork. I've got a lot of great plans coming up and stuff. I think I'm gonna have to do some yoga. My God, my body's so tight. Whenever I get hungover like this, my body like folds up like a goddamn pretzel. Jesus Christ. But Vaders, I hope that all of you guys have a beautiful 2025. Thank you so much for everything. And if you really want to help us out with the show, definitely go to the Patreon and support us on Patreon. Even a couple of bucks here and there is absolutely fantastic. It keeps this glass full. It keeps my mind cloudy because I'm drinking the glass, and it keeps the show interesting. Thank you so much, guys. And on that note, peace, thank you, and fade on. Peace. Wow, and that's a show. For all you guys who are watching us live, thank you so much for watching us live. Is anybody watching us live? It's like all over the world. It looks like no. I wouldn't think anybody would, because it's in the morning here. So I think everybody is like, A, hungover and still sleeping, B, doing family stuff. If you're in Europe right now, I think, let's see, what time is it anywhere else in the world? Okay. Right now, holy shit. It's fucking noon. Oh, that's why they're making noise. I gotta get lunch. God damn it. Okay. Detroit, it's almost 10 o'clock at night in Detroit. New York, it's 10 o'clock. Berlin, it's 4 in the morning, which means, yo, all my Berlin fans out there, fans and friends, yo, Bossy, yo, Steven, yo, Nico, yo, Constantine, yo, what's up, everybody? All you guys, I know you're still partying. I know you guys are still at a club. You guys probably just got to the club too. San Francisco, it's like 7 o'clock, 7 p.m. Holy shit. Oh my God. Yeah, there's nobody watching this shit. You guys are all too busy. And it's lunchtime for me. So faders, thank you so much for watching this. And yeah, for all you guys watching us live, it's awesome. Thank you so much. And I really appreciate it. All right. See you guys next time. Mwah. Peace.